live. Okay, here we go. So it's just starting now. Hey, everybody. It's Amber Jamanka, your favorite realtor here in Cambridge with EXP and Move with Amber and Team Alchemy. And I'm here again. We've been here almost every Friday. It's our thing. Coffee time with Erin Sadlier of Movement Mortgage. And she asked me, like, what should we talk about today? And I said, we have to talk about how Movement Mortgage can close in 2 weeks. We just did a deal together, our last deal a few months ago. And, you know, I was like, she had just also moved to Movement Mortgage from a different loan company. So it was our first time doing a deal together under this brand or this company. And, you know, so I'm writing up the offer and I call her and I was like, what's the earliest I can write for the closing? And I'm expecting like 30 days if we're lucky, maybe 6 weeks is maybe kind of average, but fingers crossed, some people do 30 days. And then when she was like 2 weeks and I was just like, wait, what? I never heard of that before. So I wanted you guys to hear about it. Let me tell you, being able to put in an offer in that competitive situation where I could say that my buyer can close in 2 weeks or at your earliest convenience, that is able to compete with a cash offer. So that is friggin' amazing. I had never heard of that before. So this is pretty much where I'm going to stop talking and turn it over to Erin. And she's going to tell you not only about that, but about some other things that you need to hear that are special and unique and that she can offer you. So if you're a buyer or if you're an agent that might want to hear about some amazing loan products that could help your offer get accepted, without any further ado,
Thank you. Thanks, Amber, for having me. Hello, everybody. So one of the cool things with Movement is they have a process called 671 that they follow for most of our loan products. So initially, when your loan goes to underwriting, we have 6 hours to underwrite the file, so it's going same day. And the processor then has 7 days from there to process the file and 1 day to close. So you can see just in that little bit of business day timeline that we're coming up to 2 weeks. As little as 2 weeks. So it's pretty fast. We pride ourselves on that. So most of our loan products you can close under the 671 process.
Amazing. Yeah. That's like amazing.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
People do love it. And we kind of wanted to talk about maybe some other things with Movement today that are unique. One thing that differentiates us from other lenders is our access to what are called portfolio loans. So these are loans where like banks, for example, will keep the loan on their books. So they're not selling this loan into the secondary market. What does that mean to you? The benefit is it does not have to follow the standard black and white guidelines. So we have a department that works with local banks that will keep these loans on their books. So what are some examples that fit into there? Sometimes it could just be the property. Perhaps you're trying to buy a 3-season property and other lenders won't lend on a 3-season home. Well, guess what? We have some portfolios investors that will. Maybe the property is what's called a non-warrantable condo. So it doesn't meet the standard underwriting guidelines for a condo. We have lots of investors for those as well, which is super helpful in our greater Boston market. We also, maybe it's based off of your income. You don't have enough self-employment income. Maybe you have a contract or some other extenuating circumstances that these banks will look at. Maybe your income is just very low, but you have lots of assets. So these are the kind of the unique things that we have options for. So if you have been told by another lender, sorry, you don't fit the guidelines, it's black and white, give us a call because we may be able to have a portfolio product that would be really good for you. So
also amazing.
And keep in mind, we do have the Movement Boost, which will provide a second lien for FHA 100% financing. And we also have our great mass housing products with the state. So certainly lots of things to offer. And please give us a call if you have any questions on the portfolio loan. Love to answer those for you too. So.
All right. Well, that was pretty quick. So just to kind of recap, the 2-week closing is for like most loans are only conventional.
Conventional. So the portfolio loans, because the nature of the loans or some of the more complex loans, like renovation loans, jumbo loans, those are not going to be able to follow the same 671 process. But the majority of most folks' loans fit into that, and it is a pretty amazing tool.
Yeah. Okay, so here you go. If you qualify for a conventional loan, you have the amazing ability to close in 2 weeks. If you do not qualify for the conventional loan, you have this other amazing option of portfolio loans, which most lenders do not have. This is kind of not rare, but just only certain lenders have that. And so those portfolio loans might enable you to qualify for a different type of loan, either based on the property being different or your income being slightly different. So that's the second thing. And then the third thing, the boost that she mentioned, that's specific to the FHA loan. It's a little bit different. It's really meant for people that are going to live in the property.
Yep.
And then the boost is an additional, so instead of putting the 3.5% down, which is built into the FHA loan, they can give you up to 5%.
Up to 5% on the second lien. So that will help.
So 0% down and an additional 1.5% towards closing costs. Correct. So those are 3 totally different things that are available that, one or the other, probably not all 3, would be of interest.
Yes. So give us a call and we can review them.
Yeah. Any other in addition to boost, or what were you saying about the?
Well, we have lots. We offer federal programs, state programs, the portfolio programs.
So also, for like for the federal and the state programs, like what would be 1 or 2 things that a borrower might have no idea that would be like some kind of benefit or grant or?
Yeah, well, for the FHA, we have the boost that will, allow for the 0% down. Mass Housing still has down payment assistance, so it's not the grants, but there is, funds available. And that's, so if you are running into, I need to save, give a loan officer a call, give us a call, and we can go through that option. You may be very pleasantly surprised. Oftentimes people are saying, I need to wait a year. Guess what? You get pre-approved, and the next week they're looking at houses. So don't wait and start.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really, probably said this in a bunch of the lives, but just to reiterate, that's probably one of the biggest mistakes or misconceptions that buyers have, especially first-time home buyers. But you do not need to save 20%. That was like our grandparents' era. Nobody, like most people cannot do that, or the price points are higher, but the loans really enable you to put a much lower percentage down, including all the 0%, depending on what you qualify for. So yeah, definitely. And then even if you're in a position where you feel like you're fixing your credit, or you are not quite there yet, reach out, because we will both sit with you for the next 2 years and help you fix your credit and save your money and get you the property. Like, that's all. Like, it really can be a quick process, like she said, or it can be a long process. It can take a couple of years, and maybe you do need to establish. Listen, when I bought the house, which we're sitting in right now, I worked with my lender for a couple of years. I had 0 credit cards, which I thought was good because I had no debt. But guess what? I had 0 credit. And so she had to work with me to start off. My first card was like $250 at Target. It was like not even a MasterCard. It was like a Target card. And yeah, and then like within the year or 2, it was like credit going up. They were turned it into a MasterCard to increase the loan amount up to like $10,000. Like, it was like every month they kept increasing it. And then before you know it, I had established credit. Yeah. So that was something back in the day that my loan officer helped me with. That was like a partnership that we worked together for like a good year and a half before I got this place. So
you bring up a really good point, because you may not be able to get pre-approved right now, but get the roadmap. Don't figure it out on your own. You can get the advice. It doesn't cost you anything. We can build a roadmap, and it might take like 6 months, a year, but you'll get there. And I've done it with lots of folks, and you got to start. So start today.
Yeah, because guess what? She just asked me how long I've been in this house. I've been in this house since 2006. So the years go by anyway, whether you bought the house or not, the years are going to go by. Like I've been here 16, 17 years now. And like I said, it took me a good, I think it was like, a couple of years of starting to save some money. I took my whole tax refund, put that aside 2 years in a row. In the meantime, was taking those steps. But then guess what? Like it happened, and then it just all went very smoothly after that, and here we are.
Here we are. And check back on one of our videos. We did a cost of waiting, so don't wait.
Yes. Marry the house, date the rate. And on that note. There you go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Have a good
10
weekend.
minutes. This is a record for us because, I like to gab. Put your comments in. Reach out to either of us. We love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.
Bye.